friends!
Hi friends, it's Miss D, and last week we were talking about families, so I brought my sister. This is my little sister. She's my sibling. And go ahead.
Hi, I'm Miss Marino, and I'm a second grade teacher, just like my older sister.
So she teaches kids that are in second grade. If you have a brother or sister that's in second grade, tap your head. Okay, friends, today my sister, my little sister, and I are in our robes because we're all ready to go to bed, and we're going to read you a story. I'm going to show you the book. Let's look at the front cover and make a prediction. What do you think the story is going to be about? I know some of my friends like to look at the back. There are not any pictures on the back of this book, just words. So let's look at the cover and predict. What do you think the story is going to be about? I already know, so I'm not going to say my prediction because this is one of my favorite books. And it makes me cry. Not because it makes me sad, because you can cry when you're sad and happy. So whenever I read this, I cry happy tears. Okay. My sister's first name is Neve. So I'm going to ask Neve, would you like to read the book?
Yes, I'll start reading. Okay, so I'm going to point to the title. That's the name of the story, and it's called Love You Forever. And then who's the person that writes the story? Bonus points. It's my author. And then the illustrator is the person who draws the pictures. So let's get started. Love You Forever. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
Okay, friends, let's point to the mom. Where do you think the mom is in the picture? Point to the mom. And where's the little baby? I know our friend Leo is going to have a little baby in his family at the end of the summer. And our friend Tara's mommy just had a little baby.
Okay, we're going to turn the page. The baby grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old, and he ran all around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelves. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, "This kid is driving me crazy."
Friends, I want you to show me with your face, how do you think your mommy would feel if you put her watch down the toilet? If my friend Maria did that, I would go.
But at night time, when the 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked up over the side of his bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him back up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. The little boy grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 9 years old.
Show us 9. 1 hand and 4 fingers. Show us 9. Everybody put 9 fingers up. Good job.
And he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. And when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. But at night time, when he was asleep, The mother quickly opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked him up, that 9-year-old boy, and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The boy grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends and he wore strange clothes. And he listened to strange music. Sometimes the mother felt like she was in a zoo. Look at his crazy outfit. He looks like he's wild. But at nighttime, when that teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor of the bed. If he was really, really asleep, she would pick him up and rock him. Ready? Say it with me. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him back and forth, she sang to him, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The teenager grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and got a house across town. So he's moving out of his mommy's house. But sometimes on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across town. What do you think she did? If all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened his bedroom window, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. If that great big man was really asleep, she would pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him back and forth, she sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Look how big he is, and the mom is still rocking him back and forth. While that mother, she got older. She got older and older and older. One day she called up her son and said, "You better come see me because I'm very old and sick." So her son came to see her. When he came in the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish because she was too old and she was too sick. The son went to his mother. He picked her up and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then he sang this song, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be." So now he's holding the mommy because she's getting old and she's very sick. When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. Then he went into the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while he rocked her back and forth, he sang a song. "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." So now he's singing it to his daughter. And then that's the end.
Okay, friends, if you like the book my sister read, give it a thumbs up. If you really, really liked it, give it 2 thumbs up. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up because this book is one of my favorite books, and I read it often. I read it a lot because it's one of my favorites. I like it a lot. So tomorrow for our Zoom session, instead of bringing a toy for your show and share, I want you to bring your favorite book. Maybe it's a hat in the cat,
Cat in the Hat.
a Cat in the Hat, a Dr. Seuss book. Maybe it's if you give a pig a pancake. So
Pete the
you
Cat.
bring a Pete the Cat. You bring your favorite book to Zoom tomorrow. And I'm going to send Mom and Dad some questions they can practice with you. So when it's your turn to share your favorite book, and maybe maybe this is someone else's favorite book. Neva, do you have a favorite book?
Yeah, I like Oh, the Places You Go by Dr. Seuss.
Oh, and do you have that here?
I actually do, yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you show it to us? Here, let's count and see how long it takes Neva to get her book. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it took her 7 seconds. Let's get the cover of her favorite book.
Oh, The Places You Go by Dr. Seuss. Oh, I didn't take care of it. It ripped a little bit.
Or is it? It's pretty
It's
old.
old.
She got it when when she was a little girl, and it's one of her favorite books. Is there a note written inside?
It was from my, yeah.